we rolling right now?
What's up?
Guys, turn your switches up. Are we rolling?
On the podcast?
Are we on the podcast right now?
Oh,
Oh, fuck. This is the first one of the decade. Are we playing our fucking switches right now?
I'm sorry. That's really
guys,
bad.
hey, guys, we're really sorry. That's really rude. You should turn your switches off.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it.
Oh, my God.
My broadsword broke. That's so embarrassing. God.
Jacob, you want to maybe pop that off?
I got the Witcher.
It's like you
Good,
think,
buddy.
Good.
Good.
It's like I think you guys will let me keep playing if I just switch games. I got Donkey Kong.
Oh, well, he's got the Witcher, so we can't.
Shit. My hands are tied here.
First podcast of the decade.
Baby.
Welcome, everybody. We got Gus. We got me. We got Sven Johnson. And our good old boy, NakeyJakey. It's weird to call you NakeyJakey now.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes I think about changing it to just Jakey.
Really?
I really like NakeyJakey a lot, though.
I know.
So do what I want you to do.
Do Nancy Jancy.
Tinky Jinky.
Tinky Jinky. I dig it. Well, yeah, it's a new freaking decade here.
Yeah, I guess.
Everyone's different. We've all changed. You guys have really fucking changed. Seriously.
I did
My
change.
body developed.
I sold myself for
Came back with a bigger dick.
Whoa.
You know?
Bigger butt, bigger heart.
That's the crazy thing is I haven't been in puberty for about like 8 years, but my balls have gotten smaller.
That's weird. I went
feel
through
like
puberty
mine
a
have gotten
couple of
bigger.
times.
They've just been inflating. Yeah, mine too.
Do you think that your balls are the average size though?
Sometimes I think
Yeah.
mine are a
Welcome
little
to the new
big.
decade.
Maybe not in a cool way.
Sometimes I hear like old people telling stories and stuff, or like I'll hear like Joey Diaz or tell a story about how like his balls are so like saggy down that they're dipping in the toilet and shit.
Yeah, apparently that happens to pretty much every old guy, I think.
I hear that too, and I'm like, right now I'm still a young guy, but I'm like, that's a lot of ground I need to cover before I get to that stage.
Yeah.
You gotta have like a little like a little bag,
Like a
little-
bra
like
for
a
your
little-
balls.
little tote bra.
Wait, in the toilet bowl
no,
or
no,
like
for your ball. I'm picturing a situation with one ball.
just one?
No, like you know when people clean bowling balls and they look like that? You need one of those.
I was thinking you can't attach it. You know, you can't wear it like underwear. So I was trying to picture it, and I just instantly pictured like it wraps around your head and your chin down, and you have to hold your head straight.
Does it go over your clothes or under?
It's completely like just chin down outside of your clothes to cup it. And
So
then
it goes down the front of your jeans or what?
it doesn't attach to your body. It's a straight main line from chin to scrot.
Streamline.
That sounds good.
So
So
you
you can't nod your
directly-
head ever?
Well, were you nodding your head? You do. This is good.
You can't do this.
When you nod though, you go. She just never nod. Well, anyway, we're freaking back. It feels good to have the fellas in town. These boys surprised my ass. I was getting out of the shower, and I thought Eddie was just coming home, and we were all stoked because we were going to play some Boneworks. Eddie picked up some Boneworks, and then freaking all the boys just pop out of Eddie's room and start yelling.
Boys, and we chanted it.
Headshot.
It was
baby,
it was a good
headshot.
surprise. So thank you, Eddie, and the rest of the boys. And I've said before, I love surprises when I don't know they're coming. I fucking hate when people
That's
are
what
like,
a real surprise is.
Yeah,
I know!
It's
Like,
not a surprise.
if you're going to surprise me, don't tell me about the impending surprise. Not only does it kill the surprise, but I have to know now, and I'll ruin the entire day if I don't know what it is. That's all we need to know.
No, we didn't. Which is why we just screamed at you out of the.
That's it.
I like how when we were coming in too, we were like waiting at the door outside the apartment, and we were like, okay, he's gonna be in the living room, Eddie's gonna open the door, and we're gonna go in, and we're all gonna like ambush him at once. But
Well,
we
because
came
that's
in-
where Gus is usually
Yeah.
when I come back, if he knows. But I forgot I didn't update him when I was coming
Yeah,
back.
but we got in, and he wasn't in the living room. We were like, oh shit, he's in the bedroom, and so then we like snuck in and we knocked on his door or something, but he was actually in the shower, and
Yeah.
we're like, what do we do? What do we do?
Did not plan for the shower.
Yeah,
You panic and go home.
Stupid bitch wants to be clean.
We went into the room, in my room, but we were giggling too much that I put on Spotify music to drown it out because we thought you got out of the shower, but then we all just started dancing.
Me and Sven were on one.
Nikki kept on going like this.
We freak out. Dum, dum, ba, dum, dum.
Sorry, Tony.
Dude. Well, Tony's over there.
Tony's over there.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Tony's throwing stuff at us. He's using expletives right now.
Tony, if you can hear me go, yeah, yeet.
Tony, don't respond if you don't want to be on the podcast. Is that double? I was doing maybe.
He's
Wait,
still
no,
you
he
still
wants
hang
to be
up on him.
He wants to be on the podcast. He didn't respond.
Oh,
There
bro,
you
oh,
go.
fuck.
But Dude, honestly, do you want to get into some of the disagreements and
Yeah, dude.
questions? I fucking love doing it so much, and I want to hear your guys' inputs.
We're coming in strong to the new year. We had so much fun doing that shit at the end of last year. So now we've got the entire court of our, the jury of our peers is here.
So let's hit some preguntas.
Here's some fucking / fricking preguntas, everybody. Follow us on Twitter at Eddie Burback, at Swembo2000, at Gus Buckets, and at, I don't know what the fuck your at is. Jacob Christie.
Take a guess.
Christie.
Jake
right?
Christie.
No, take the most obvious guess.
Is it NakeyJakey?
Yeah.
Instagram is Jacob
I gotta
Christ,
go over
yeah.
there and just swirl your ass, dude.
You oughta.
Oh.
Tony, bring the toilet out here. Let's get this on camera.
If I wanted to, I could flip this table.
I love that Tony's our editor, and the one time he's here, you're like, bring the toilet out here.
All right, so at Incompetent Taco says, when watching movies in theaters, is it okay to use your phone during the previews / trailers until the actual movie starts, or should it be off as soon as you sit down?
I think
Absolutely.
it's okay.
I think
Because
it's
people
fine.
are still coming to the theater. Your friends were like, "Where are you sitting?"
I
Totally
think
fine.
it is okay during the like pre-trailers, but if you're gonna use your phone during the trailers, you need to turn your fucking brightness all the way
Yeah,
down.
I think
Yes.
that's fair.
Well, that's the thing is once the lights in the theater dim, those are like fucking high beams
Yeah,
when
right.
you're like a regular.
I think that
viewer
should
in
be
the
a
audience.
given.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
really-
don't make an SOS signal.
And I fully mean this because there are some people listening to the podcast that this will cross over with. If you take out your phone on full brightness in a movie, never go to a movie ever again. You don't deserve it. And you should pay for everybody else's ticket. I hate that shit so
Yeah.
Go
much.
to jail.
I can't think of a single excuse for you to take your phone out during the theater.
Oh, I love the one where people are like, what if it's an emergency? Why are you seeing a movie? then?"
Yeah, and it's like still, if you're expecting like medical news or something, then you just know if I'm getting a phone call, I'm leaving the theater anyway.
My
Step
wife-
out.
My wife's about to give birth. I'm gonna go see The Hobbit. I got time. It's a clear 3.5 hours.
It's not the extended editions yet. They're not on DVD. So.
What are the contractions at? Smaug is about to come out.
Did we talk
Name the
about?
kid Smog, by the way.
We saw Uncut Gems yesterday in the theaters, and it was a beautiful film. But first of all, the couple sitting in front of us was an extraordinarily old couple, and I always just hate. This is just it's not real etiquette thing, but it bothers me when it's like you have a full row that's empty in front of you, and you're there with a small group, and someone comes in and sits directly in front of you. It's like just stagger it a little bit. Boys want to put feet on seats. I don't know what to
They
tell
want
you.
the middle seats, though, man.
They do want the middle seats.
I completely understand, though, because especially tall people should never. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Whoa, Sven.
Never
Guess I'll just hit the
What is
road.
it? The I-10, I-25. That's the Midwest Interstate. I was gonna make a joke about us jumping on the highway. Oh, the 110. Let's go get on the 110.
Never take out your Jakey in the theater. It's rude to other people. But that fucking the woman was on her phone for the second half of the movie. Did you see that?
Oh.
I didn't. Well, she was too far to my left. I didn't notice there was an old couple there until, and I will not mention any part about the movie. Something disagreeable happened, uncomfortable, and they were near the end of the movie, and they just walked out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, "You're right there.
Yeah.
You're like a couple minutes away."
What are you
I
doing?
don't get that.
Another movie theater etiquette thing too that I didn't even really think about until yesterday is don't talk about the movie while you're leaving the theater.
Yep.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
But
I've
you're
probably
right.
done that
You're
before.
right.
Yeah,
I get so excited I forget that other people are about to go into this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before, like in our Midwestern towns, because like you leave the theater and there's like 2 people in line.
Yeah.
But, like yesterday I started talking, I was like, wait a minute, there's like a bunch of people lined up.
Especially with something like Star Wars.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
Because I did that the other day when I saw
Really?
it, which sucked, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't,
Okay.
I didn't like.
I
Star Wars.
wanted
like
to look
Star
right at
Wars.
the camera. It had some moments, but as a whole, it was dumpy.
I don't know.
I told Sven, though, when we were talking about it yesterday, that especially during the Harry Potter movies releasing, I had a friend in my friend group who, as it was before reserved seating, so people would be lined up ready to see the next showing, and he'd be loudly talking about the movie, passing all of these excited fans. And I have to be like, shut the fuck up. Just wait till the car, dude.
Yeah.
I know they be casting spells, and it's cool, but give it up.
Dobby be dunking his nuts.
Yo, did you see Dobby on it?
ball thing.
Dobby definitely has a.
Potter will clean.
But no, wait, I was gonna ask a question related to the phone thing. What's the worst place that you've had your phone go off?
Oh, well, dude, when I first got my cell phone, we were in church. It was that first one. I had a Motorola Dash.
Oh, yeah.
The full keyboard is a Windows phone, and it went off in church when we were. It was like or anyway, fuck, that's a name. It was when our old pastor like was leaving, and it was like really sad. And my ringtone at the time was Crazy Train. So it just went. No, it starts with all aboard,
which also sounds like you're trying to get him out of there.
I had a guy in my choir, so I'm in a choir in college, and
Nice,
it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty up there. We wear tuxedos.
You guys go.
Yeah, I do.
You ever sing that note? Write that down.
But no, anyway, we had a guy who was like in full tux on stage, and he had his phone in his pocket, which is like a big no-no. And we were in the middle of a song, and his phone starts going off.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and like you could, at least we on the risers could hear it. And he had the worst fucking cover-up method of all time. He went like this.
You can immediately identify him.
Yeah, while we're on stage singing a song, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you just start singing louder too.
Everyone knows, okay, this is the dirt nasty way. You'll get, if your phone goes off in a situation like that where it's in a crowd, you can always play it off. It's very easy to just mute it in your fucking pocket.
Yeah.
But even just a subtle head nod in a different direction, just like, what's going on over there? It's like, just shifts the Sauron eye over there.
Even on old phones, all you had to do was like hit the side of the flip phone.
Yeah.
My worst
easy.
was just in class. Like most cliched, like in the middle of a silent math test, right after I first got a phone, like a flip phone, it went off, and I didn't have it on vibrate. It was like full, and like showed off that I had a phone though.
Yeah. Did you guys
the
get
teacher gave me her number.
I think this is a real story.
Yeah, Mr. Teacher.
You go, sorry, I don't have a phone.
Sorry. Sorry, just broke.
Have you ever, did you get punished for that in school though, like growing up?
Having
like,
your phone out?
If it went off in class. Because we got punished for that.
What?
And I was always like, bitch, this happens in the real
How
world
can
all
you
the time.
control that?
If they could tell, which most of the time I feel like the teacher could tell which phone it is. When she's like, okay, Tyler, give me your phone. But if she couldn't, like, there's been times where the class just laughs, and you could tell the teacher's like, fuck, I don't know whose phone that was.
Yeah, but also it's like, why would they take it if it's in your pocket? Like we literally had teachers saying you have to leave your phones in your locker between class, and it's
Yeah,
like,
no, same.
I do kind of get that, but also it's like, if you're not on the fucking phone, it's probably not a huge problem.
That happened in middle school for me, but by the time I was near the end of high school, I think all of the teachers had just agreed, like, everybody's got an iPhone in their pocket. I didn't.
Yeah.
I had an iPod Touch that I was using as an iPhone, but still, like, it was by that point where it's like, we're not going to ask these kids. Also, we had, I told you, not my family, but the district is pretty rich, so they gave us iPads. So you can't be like, you're learning on your iPad. What's that, an iPhone in your pocket? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, baby.
I think professors and like teachers just over the years have generally gotten looser about that. Like I have legit professors, like this last semester, we would take tests, and if we didn't have our calculator, he would just let us use our phone, which is like,
dude.
You have Safari open, and you're like, he's like, what is that? My calculator.
everyone
I'm
did
going
that.
to calculator.com.
my calculator searched what is X, Y.
Letter or number?
All right, I got kind of a weird one. I'm trying to discern this. I just found these on the fly. I didn't read through them really.
Go ahead and read them out, Gus.
So at Dummy Stick says, my ex of 3 years wrote a bluegrass song apologizing for the way things went. Her entire family, who are a traveling bluegrass band,
Hold on.
performed it. I still see her every week at church, and it's awkward. What do? I don't even like bluegrass. Please help.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
Like
If you
add that at the end.
So-
I don't even like bluegrass.
So is the only problem that he's seeing her at church? Do we need any of this bluegrass information?
Well, I think he's just looking for validation that it is fucking weird, and it is weird.
it's apologizing directly to him in the song, and her entire family performs it.
Yes.
I mean, you're lucky that you're not with her, is what I would say. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's it. Like, I don't. It's awkward as hell, but I don't know what you would do with it after.
Yeah, that was some shit.
Like, they're the weirdos in the situation.
I cut something out. It was secret. I doxed a whole town.
It's a secret, and you don't get to know.
I think the moral here is just don't listen to bluegrass.
Gary Stevens. This is one by one. It's like a 16-hour podcast.
Accidentally, we're going, Gus, stop. Stephen Jerry.
245 Ridgewood
Why is it by
Street.
Steven? It was the last name, now it's the first name.
All right.
I need to stop bumping the Tabby. I'm so bad about that.
At Michael Lester 00 says, my brother argues that hot wings and buffalo wings are not always the same. I say buffalo is the default wing flavor and it is interchangeable with hot wings. Help.
I gotta disagree.
Is it hot, just buffalo, but like spicier typically?
I thought buffalo was a distinct flavor.
But what?
Isn't it?
When
No,
I
they're
hear
the same
hot
thing.
wings though, I think that's buffalo.
Yeah, I think those are completely interchangeable.
Yeah.
Because like in Denver when we were there.
So are we just gonna shorten?
Shout out Denver, go Bronx, 303.
But like on the menu, it'll say buffalo wings, and then you can get like garlic parmesan. It's like there's no. You guys are arguing semantics, and I think you should shut the.
I
not
think
you guys.
everyone's
sorry,
wrong and everyone's right type of sitch.
Damn.
I just think you can use them interchangeably.
I do too. I
Yeah.
think if you say hot wings and you get buffalo, that's the expected.
I think if you even say hot wings and you got like barbecue, it would still be fine. It just means buffalo wings.
Really?
It's like when I call Eddie a bitch.
Wait, what do you
but I
mean,
really
like-
say
Yeah,
I
because
love you.
I have
On a
disagree
menu,
with
it might say hot wings, but then you can still get different sauces on it. You can use those phrases interchangeably.
Yeah, I just say
It doesn't
if,
have
if-
to be hot because you say it's hot wings.
I think if you
Menus
just say hot wings though, that most people would assume buffalo, but
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
That it'd be I'll take hot wings, barbecue.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was his friend saying you can't use those interchangeably, right?
You can.
yeah,
that's
you
correct.
can. It's pretty much the same thing.
You're a winner. I don't know what else to tell you.
Because also, I'll say buffalo wings is the idea of like buffalo sauce for it too.
Yes.
I'd
Which also,
assume.
what's up with that?
Yeah.
That's
what?
not what
yeah.
buffalo tastes like.
How do you know?
Because we.
I'm assuming the
Buffalo.
origin has to
From
do with
South
Buffalo the
Dakota.
town.
Origin. Were you powering up? Oh, I thought you were doing like a Bioshock, like a plasmid or something.
It's like a bunch of memento writing on my arm. Like, why are you showing us this?
I'm looking up the origin of buffalo wings. The buffalo wing was allegedly invented in 1964.
Buffalo, New
Buffalo,
York.
New
Is that
York.
what it's
Yeah.
about?
Oh, that's what it is.
I said it. Nobody heard me, and I want everyone who is listening to the podcast to appreciate my genius.
Locals, like it specifies at the end of this blurb. Locals refer to them merely as wings. Thanks. Don't need to fucking flex on us there. Appreciate it. All right. At Rod Garcia 5455 says this one is for the gamer boys out there.
Can I mention something?
shout
Sorry,
out.
right before
Yes.
you read that question, I've seen a little bit of maybe there was a miscommunication with the fans. I have some people sending me serious relationship problems that they want us to solve, like full Snapchat conversations of a couple arguing. We're not gonna do
That's
that.
for
Yeah, save that one for the.
Dr. Phil's
For
and
Dr.
Oprahs of the
Phil and
world.
Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
We're not Loveline, bro.
Call in later. That's Gus and Eddy After Dark. That's
Yeah.
a Patreon exclusive.
But no, people will be looking for like, please shit on my ex for what they. It's like that's not what we do. We're keeping
like-
it light.
It's like I want to hear like, okay, so my husband throws peanut butter at the wall. Should he not do that? Like we want dumb shit. All right. Anyway, this one's for the gamer boys
That one
out there.
actually happened.
We had a guy at the Chicago live show though that took a shit on the subway on the way to the show, and his girlfriend outed him in the Q&A.
And
Wait,
then
did he change?
Well, I don't know.
No, he was on the way to the show, and then he also.
He sat in the show with shit in his pants.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Well,
know. what-
no.
well-
He shit, like, pulled his pants down, shit on the floor of a subway, then came to the show and asked to give Gus a hug, and Gus said yes.
I want you guys to know how far I'm willing to go for you. I love you. Please shit on me.
That's gonna come back to bite.
It's gonna come back.
Gus,
to-
here's my question. I showed up to the show with shitty fingers. Can I give you a rub around?
Do you accept those now or after a rub around? This one's for the gamer boys out there, says Rod Garcia 5455. Which game had a bigger impact on our culture, in your opinion? Skyrim or The Witcher 3?
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
I think so.
Absolutely Skyrim.
Mhm.
The Witcher 3 is a popular game that most people I know that I talk to go, yeah, I tried it and I just couldn't get into it. That's not what you hear about Skyrim. I'm trying to get back in The Witcher. I respect that series. I respect CD Projekt Red. Skyrim was a fucking phenomenon when it came
No,
out.
like
Yeah.
Witcher 3, Breath of the Wild, Red Dead 2, like all of those exist because of Skyrim.
Yeah.
In some way or another, it was like not even just for RPGs, but open world games like Skyrim. On like everyone fucking like they were fucking like football players in high school that were like geeking out over Skyrim more than I was.
Oh yeah, dude, we had the same thing. All the jocks were super into Skyrim when I was in high school.
Yeah, I was a jock, so I was really into Skyrim at the time.
I remember when
Between basketball bounces, I had the con in my hand.
Between hitting home runs and I don't know, getting sucked off by the coach.
Are you bragging?
Surprised?
Just the memory hit me.
You just reel back up.
Bro, what? Yeah, dude, especially if you're talking just cultural impact, it's like it speaks for itself. How many fucking consoles run Skyrim and stuff right now?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
This one.
Well,
I got it.
The Witcher's also on the Switch, so that's
that
something
too.
to think about.
Oh, frick, though. Also,
Somebody
think
said
about
Witcher.
the memes, too, that came out of Skyrim.
Yeah.
There's so many memes. Like, some of the biggest memes of the decade. Arrow to the knee and shit. All the stuff that the guards say, the
I mean, there's
Dragonborn.
Witcher 3 memes because, like, Grande loves Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
He's
it's
probably
not-
90% responsible for the memes. of the
Seriously,
Witcher.
like the
absolutely.
bathtub shit.
Yeah.
Yo, girl, you want to go do bathtub shit?
I'd do some freaking bathtub shit.
You know, there's gonna be a clip from Grande like saying that he's gonna sue all of us on Twitter after this thing.
Damn
Do
it,
it.
Grande. All right. Oh, here's sort of an older topic. I don't remember if we ever touched on it when it was in the news cycle. It's similar to Scorsese's comments on the Marvel shit, but at Mike Wazowski Skook says, argument. I said that Marvel movies aren't true cinema. My friend whose favorite movie is Endgame disagrees. I like Marvel movies a lot, but I just don't think they're a good example of movies in general. My friend, on the other hand, says I'm wrong. Who is right?
Can I just field a real quick thing?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, dude. It's like, what the fuck do you think cinema is? That you know what I mean? It's just, it's such a snobby way of looking at art.
Using
It makes me
cinema
so
and
mad.
film.
I-
It's like I see that online and I'm like, oh, you're kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate Marvel movies. Well, I shouldn't say hate. I dislike most Marvel movies. It's all just like kind of the same shit to me. But you can't just disregard that as not as
They're still
cinema.
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
just-
I'm
it's
in
just
the
not-
same camp. I don't think
Yeah.
they're amazing. I think they're pretty like cut and paste for a lot of it.
Yeah.
But
I think
like,
they were cut and paste for the first like 8 years, and then they've been really changing them up lately.
But I would never say like, oh, they're not movies just because like Scorsese, who like I get what he's saying, that he's like, oh, it's more like a theme park ride. Like it's not really asking any important questions or like making you feel shit, which I don't even agree with that.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
that it sounded like they took what he said out of context for the most part, and he was just trying to say like, it's like I get what it is and why it succeeds, but we need maybe some other stuff,
Also,
which I do agree with.
I think to say that spectacle isn't part of cinema is like, dude,
That's
what the
dumb.
fuck do you think people were doing when they just saw a train come at a camera before?
Yeah.
It's like the first instances of film were just to be like, look at this. You
Also,
know, like,
yeah, and it's like, what? How do you fucking define spectacle? They just look at like blowing the city up as spectacle. It's like, what about like Rocky, with it's a stadium full of fucking people and
Yeah.
shit like that? What about Back to the Future, where it's a whole town coming together?
Yeah.
It's not real cinema,
No.
man. It's not real cinema.
also, it's just you gotta appreciate the weaving of a pretty coherent story over 10 years.
Yeah, there's
in,
some
like, 20
narrative
movies.
beats that are really awesome.
Yeah, and they fucked with it a lot. They did interesting things in a blockbuster that I won't talk about unless you guys haven't seen it. But
Spider-Man.
yeah, I don't know.
Damn it!
I just think if you're
Sorry.
I just think that way. Sorry for being rude to that guy, but like I think like that when I was like 17 for a bit.
Grow up.
Yeah, I
And it's
was
just
too.
like it's like don't be like that though.
It's
Yeah.
like I used to be snobby about music and friends with like really popular stuff, and I'd be like, oh, but Radiohead. But now it's like I'm a bigger fan of pop music than anyone. Like it was stupid. I was stupid.
The biggest problem I think, and we've all discussed it before, is at that time you assume that people that like that thing, like Fast and the Furious, think that they're the greatest films to ever be made, and or like The Bachelor, and then you talk to those people and they're like, "No, I know it's bad. I just enjoy it."
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
love Badge.
yeah.
Big
So it's
fan.
like I'm the asshole then.
Remember I told you in college, my roommate was like, he's like, bro, he just got back from seeing Fast 7 or whatever the 7th one is, the last Paul Walker one. He's like, dude, this will be Best Picture. And he was fully serious. And I was laughing. I was like, dude, if this even gets nominated for any of the top 5 like slots at the Academy Awards, I was like, I'll give you like $200 and I'll watch every movie with you. He's like, okay. I never made him pay, but it's like, what the fuck were you thinking? He was. I remember the Oscar, like the nominations came out, and he was devastated. He's just like, I just can't believe it. I was like, it's the 7th movie in a car racing
just
franchise.
because in R.I.P., but just because someone that was in it died doesn't mean like it's gotta get.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, What are you gonna do? All right, at Where McGuack says, I love this whole profile picture. It's got I love the image of Patrick sitting on the hook where he's just like,
Yeah.
At Where McGuack says, argument. My brother says it's not rude to sit in the back of a car when you're the only passenger. He says this applies to everyone. I would agree with him if he just means Ubers and taxis, but he even sits in the back when our dad drives him. Rude, in my opinion. What do y'all
How
think?
old is
I
your
don't
brother?
think it's rude.
It's not rude. It's just weird.
Driver, father, take me to the holiday.
Yeah, like if I wanted to pick one of you up or Tony and you sat in the back, I would instantly just be like, what am I, your fucking
like-
chauffeur? Like,
Yeah,
what are you
It's a
doing?
Tony move. Tony would do it to be funny. Shout out Tony.
Tone bone.
I'm shouting at him right now. All right, here, I got a good one right here. At, oh shit, I lost it. Damn it, sometimes people ask a question and then they tweet 10 more times before I look at it and I just gets lost. Oh, here's one. This is a small one. At Real HB17. So I'm at the casino with the boys playing blackjack, and I'm on a heater. And my boy asks to put some of his money on my next hand, but I decline because I don't want to lose his money. Thoughts on this? Don't force your money on your friends, but also if he tells you to do it, you're not responsible if you fuck up. Like, he's leaving the fucking table.
So he's saying I'm on a heater, as in like he's doing hot.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then his friend's like, "Here,
You're
you
winning, but I'm
play
not.
my money."
So yeah,
I love that gambler's logic. Oh, he'll win the
Yeah.
money over there. Okay.
Odds are just the same.
I
It's
think
the
he has the
same.
full right to deny that because it's even if the guy's giving him permission, you don't. If you don't want to lose your friend's
Yeah.
money, you don't want to lose your friend's
Plus, if he wins money, like say he gets a blackjack and he gets
Yeah.
paid 3-2, so then he gets the money that you just made for him.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow that.
Plus, that's just discouraged etiquette-wise. A lot of people don't, or a lot of casino dealers don't like chips getting tossed
money.
around.
I've never
player to
even
player.
heard of that of a friend asking another friend to like
Yeah.
add money to their shit. But I also don't gamble, so.
Here's a goofy one. Do you gamble at all, Jakey?
No, not really.
We're gonna try to go to Vegas sometime, right?
Ooh, hell
I went to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna watch.
before, and I won like 2 scundo on a slot machine because I sat down at one that had already won, and someone just didn't cash it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then I
way.
used that money to gamble some more.
Nice.
I would say who I went with, but I don't know if they would want me to say for any particular reason.
Obama.
Yeah.
Michelle
you're
as
good.
well.
You're just gonna call.
Just-
You gotta stop, man.
Lasered me right in there.
Sasha's gonna be mad.
You hear Sasha sobbing in the background. Jakey, listen. Isn't she in college? Can you imagine like being? Because I saw the thing on Twitter or whatever when like Sasha Obama went to college and it was her roommate was just a random selection and she's just like, yeah, I was moving in and like the fucking Obamas are in my room.
Oh my
How
God.
weird is that?
I get they want to live a normal life. You cannot do that to somebody. It's like my freshman year at college, and there's no Obama in my room.
Yeah.
It's like that is just a rocket in your world.
And it's like that could be any candidate. I know you know that. Like that could be any candidate of any party. I was like, I don't want the president's daughter as my roommate. Like
Yeah.
fuck that. I'd be scared. You know, people
Yeah.
want to hurt loved ones of important people.
Yeah, especially if it was like one of Trump's kids, if they were younger and you got roommates with them.
Yeah.
People have such heated opinions about it. It's
Yeah.
I'd be like, Baron, I don't
It's
know what
like,
to tell you, guy.
I
Go
can't-
microwave the mac and cheese down the hall.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't tell you about his politics, but he does not clean up his clothes.
Do you think Baron cleans up after himself at all?
No.
I don't
way.
think any of them do. I think they're all dirty
Oh.
diapos. Dirty diapos.
All right. So, how about we take a little break and we maybe split open some freaking.
New neighbors, new neighbors.
Oh yeah, we got new neighbors.
Across the fucking in the other room, you just hear.
We got new neighbors. We felt bad because
Says Gus and Eddy Johnson, like we're married.
Well, get used to it, baby. 2020, he's got a lot of big
In
announcements
your
coming.
dreams, always the bridesmaid.
Here's something from Shao.
27 dresses.
It's shipped from China, and it's 3 pink pieces of rope.
Can I take one for a spin?
Yeah. This is where we're supposed to hang ourselves. All right, thank you.
Die, but
We-
look good while doing it.
I am confused. I wonder if it's like Chinese distributors on Amazon, because maybe 1 in 8 packages will be from China, and there's never a note, and it's just a thing, no context. I got a jacket, we got string, we got like soap one time.
I was about to untie this, but I realized if I did, it would be a mess, and I would never tie
Yeah.
it.
This one makes me nervous because it's eBay tape and it looks really shittily wrapped. So it's not Amazon. It's
Yeah.
not something official.
It's gonna be some doll head shit.
You know, actually, do you want to knife this bitch?
I'll knife that bitch. Ooh. When's the last time you guys ever used eBay? You ever buy anything off of eBay?
Yeah, I bought
yeah.
some gifts the other day. That controller.
I sold a Wii Fit on eBay.
Really?
And that's the only time I ever used it.
Did
Which-
it work?
Yeah.
So what was the name of the single mom that bought that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Can I see
Ooh,
it?
it looks interesting.
What is this? Okay, I think. Hold on. Somebody else talk.
I remember one time I bought Super Mario Sunshine on GameCube on eBay, and it was like the first eBay experience I had, and I made our grandpa buy it for me, and they scammed me.
Actually?
Yeah, they didn't send
No
the disc.
fucking way, dude.
What is it?
It was the toy I lost in my room, and I looked for years.
Is that a McDonald's Sega one?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, those are gold.
We
Tony-
had one. I bought the Tails one.
Tony,
The
you don't
Tails
have to
one?
be on camera,
I
but
had the
come
bowling
look.
one.
Dude, we had the orange one. No, you had the bowling one?
I had the bowling one, yeah.
I had Tails.
You could spin that little like mouse wheel thing and you'd
Dude,
shoot a
that's
bowling
sick.
ball
Who
down the
sent this?
alley.
Who sent it?
That was gold.
Dude, McDonald's
Oh, no,
toys.
Gus.
What?
I think the whole name got blocked out.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. It might be Jacob K.
Is it, wait, where would...
We had a few packages from him.
Okay, I don't want to thank him if it's not him.
Just add it onto this person's tab. Thank you, Lauren P.
I just realized I opened this, and this was in original McDonald's packaging, so...
Dude, wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you know,
It's
we
meant
want
to
to
be
play
played
with it.
with.
Yeah, I mean, but the
We
thing
ain't
is,
no
like,
collecting ass.
this was closed
is.
since I was a child, and then I was
That's
just like, ooh.
Your child goblin brain took over.
Oh my god!
Toy!
Dude, it turned up. Wait, turn on for a second.
Let's see,
so
let's see the
cool.
year. Nintendo GameCube is on this.
Wait, let me
I'm going to
see.
guess 2003, Sven.
2003.
Whoa.
What does it say?
Yep.
Is that Super
Well, it says
Monkey Ball?
2001 to 2003.
This is it, dude.
It could be 2002.
Okay, so for backstory of people who didn't listen before, I lost this toy when I was a kid. I don't even know what year it was. Did you say it was 2003?
Yeah.
So I lost this toy when I was a kid, and then every time I cleaned my room for years, even if after I didn't want it anymore, I just looked for it because there's this little tiny video game thing that I could always play, and I lost it, and now I have it again, and this is actually like the first thing I really lost and wanted back, and I'm getting the satisfaction right
This is
now.
awesome.
Just go left and right? Is that the
Yeah, and so you wait for the cars to disappear if you get trapped there.
Go left.
Thanks,
Go
Jacob.
left again.
You guys ever lose something really cool and you look for it forever and you're pissed and you still wish you could know?
Yeah, my
virginity.
virginity.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta do this. No. We gotta do this one.
What about you, Sven? You ever lose anything cool?
Virginity.
Bro, I'm still going.
You're still
I don't know. Are you
tapping
thinking of
that
something in particular
Let's
that
do
I'm forgetting?
our first Twitch stream, Eddie, just this for 3
Yeah.
hours. I remember I lost that. I found it eventually, but I lost that little blue USB MP3 player that I had as a kid. I lost it
dude.
for weeks and weeks. Dude, it was the kind where you pull the tip off, it's shaped like a pill, and it had that tiny
Yeah.
screen, and to switch...
Was that a Dell?
I don't know, because...
A whole bunch of different companies made the same
Dell,
like design.
it was called like the little jukebox thing. It looked like a flash drive
And it
with
had
a
that-
blue cap.
Yeah, the
yeah,
blue
you take
cap.
off and it had a weird knob on the
Did
top.
it run off of AAA batteries? A AAA battery?
One AAA battery.
Maybe. I think it was rechargeable. A lithium ion or something. No, but I think it fell out of my backpack walking home from school in like 5th or 6th grade, and I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it. That's my answer actually.
Dude.
I looked so hard, and the whole path, like the walk from school, several times.
I remember listening to like
I killed
Glycerine
myself.
by Nirvana on that.
No, it's by Bush. A lot of people think it's by Nirvana.
Really?
I incorrectly labeled it on that MP3 player. That's why you think that.
Oh well, thanks a lot.
He sabotaged you for this podcast.
You got embarrassed. How do you feel?
Got you. Now you know how I felt when you made fun of me about that fucking book, idiot.
Yeah.
Wait,
Dude,
but this
you
one,
think
like,
the
you
book-
directly set him up for it. Said he commonly does because you mislabeled it.
Blah, blah, getting hung up on semantics as usual, everybody. I'm still not recovered from that book situation. That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Okay, I honestly did think you were in a book though.
Yeah, I did too.
Like
It's not what you made it sound like on the phone.
Well, you teased me on the phone.
Obviously not that book. Well, okay, because there was the book that I was in, and I think you came with for the photo shoot. And what I said is true. Like they didn't let him be in the pictures because he was like too old to be cute for the stuff.
I don't remember.
It's still so mean.
I don't remember going to the photo shoot for that. We figured it out when I was talking to Eddie. Is about the same time that the first book came out, Extra Cheese Please, Mozzarella's Journey from Cow to Pizza. I was already, like, I went to preschool twice, and in kindergarten, we went to the same farm on a field trip every time, and there were always photographers and stuff because people would take pictures or teachers would bring cameras and shit. So I took that info, and I pasted it with Mom talking about the book with people I knew in it, and my brain went, I was in this book, and Mom told me.
Okay. That I can see that happening because I make up memories like that all the time.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell people like, hey, you remember this? And they're like, yeah, but we weren't there and we were in a different spot.
Yeah. Such a
also,
backhanded compliment.
you're not alive.
You ever have a friend tell a memory that you're like, that was definitely mine that I did a while
yes.
ago?
Really?
Yeah.
I had a friend, I'm not going to name his name, and he's not going to watch this. He's still one of my best friends, but I had a tattoo idea where it was like, I have 7 siblings, and so I was like, it's kind of cheesy, but like Roman numeral 7, I was liked how it looked, probably because Final Fantasy or something. And I didn't get it, and I'm happy I didn't, but I was like, oh, I could just get a little thing right here. And then like a year later, I'm hanging out with Buddy Blank, and he has that tattoo, but it's 8. And he's like, yeah, I got this new tattoo. And I was like, that's my idea. And then I had Bowden there to back me up, which I don't mind name dropping him. And because I told Bowden about it, he was like, yeah, dude, that was Jacob's idea. And then he just felt really bad, but he was fully like, yeah, I just had this idea, and I just got it.
And then he
and now I'm never going to get it, which once I saw it in person, I was like, yeah, I mean, it looks cool, but I don't need to get that. But yeah, it was one of those.
It's just my main thing is even like memory stuff though, where it's like not even just like forgetting they heard it, but like retelling
but
something.
Experience.
Yeah, where it's like this is something that happened to me, and you have to be like, that definitely happened to me.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. Okay, I definitely do make up memories sometimes, just like from stuff that people have told me. I don't know if I've ever like made up somebody else's experience and said it was mine, but like I've got such a frazzle brain that I don't like.
I'm with you, man.
I bet
I have.
I have one though that was like, it made me so mad, and I almost hope he hears it. I'm not gonna name him, but like Tony and I have a friend that
was it Tony
that never heard of Bo Burnham or watched any of Bo Burnham stuff. When I have been a fan of Bo Burnham since he was uploading his first videos because my older sister showed him to me while I was a young kid. And then so when What came out, I was like, I got to show everybody What that I can. So I had that friend over. We were like, have you ever heard of Bo Burnham? No. We showed him some of the videos. I told him that I was a fan since I was a kid. We showed him it. He loved it. A year later, I mentioned, like, yeah, when I showed you Bo Burnham. He's like, oh, no, I've been watching since I was a kid. I watched his, like, first couple YouTube videos. And it's like, bro, I absolutely know that that's not true.
So
That's weird.
I feel like that one's extra, like, you really remember doing that? Because that's
like,
a step-by-step. My sister showed me. I watched this. Like, you think you would actually remember part of that if you did.
And then my mom, Mrs. Burback, said, that is fucking weird. That's almost like, that's insulting because it's like you almost feel like you're lying right now.
Yeah, I think that really bothers me where some friends have this thing where it's like, I'll never admit that somebody showed me a song. I get it. Sometimes you want to feel like you just like, you don't want to tell somebody, but like, I'll never admit someone showed me a song. I'll never admit someone showed me a movie or an experience. It's just like, why not? It's fun to be like, hey, my friend put me onto this.
Dude, I told you, I hate when people, like, you give them the opportunity to be like, dude, I know that's not the case, too. And they don't fucking, like, back down. I told you I had a buddy in college that had done something online. Like, he had kind of, like, view boosted some, like, video thing of his. And I was just like, dude, I literally saw the receipts in your inbox that you did this. And it was fully just like, no, I didn't do that. I was like, hey, I'm not even mad. Like, just... I know you're lying, and like I have the proof, and it's not consequential, but just it's insulting to me that you would just not just say like, yeah, you're right.
And then they back down.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, dude, just
I hate that.
A hole.
And it's just so much more uncomfortable because then it's like you feel this comfortable lying to me, especially when I can so easily disprove it. Like, what are you doing right now?
And then it makes you wonder, like, what else is he trying to lie about?
Yeah. In more pleasant news, though, Lauren P. sent us, Eddie, we got 2 necklaces.
I was wondering what you
a gun and handcuffs, and it says partners in crime.
Oh, dude.
Do you want partners or in crime?
I think I want in crime.
All right, I'll be partners.
My star sign is in crime.
Yeah, we're putting this on right now. And then she also gave us these 2 T-shirts. You want to see what those bad boys are?
I will unravel the
Here, let me
T-shirts.
unravel
Show it
this
to that
one.
camera.
They better be like
Every
hers.
blonde needs a brunette. Best.
Whoa!
Cute.
Every
It's a sorority
brunette
shirt.
needs a
Blonde.
Whoa! Dude.
If you don't wear these with me every day, I'm
Can
gonna
we
be
wear them
pissed.
to one of the concurrent parties, like with a bunch of other YouTubers there?
I'm just gonna hold this up for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah, let's please wear those, Eddie. That's a good
I
idea.
never wear necklaces.
That's yours,
I'm not good at
Eddy.
this. Jacob, you wanna?
I got it on.
You want to do it in front of you?
Yeah.
I got a sick chain. So.
I feel like Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems now.
Oh, because of the necklace.
I'm gonna come.
This is how I win.
I can't remember any other quotes. I'm having a good time. These gems sure aren't cut. It's a good movie.
If only these gems were cut up right now.
I'm so frustrated.
Does anybody have a knife in here?
This is a big year for Adam. Dude, he's coming off the biggest fucking movie on Netflix last year, and he comes out with Uncut Gems at the end of the year. I'm happy, dude. I'm ready
And
for a
the stand-up
Sandler
special.
renaissance. And the stand-up special was good. It was a good stand-up special.
That's
Still
what I've
never
heard. I
watched
haven't
it.
seen
Put
it,
this
but I saw the
on.
Chris Farley song bit. Big Chris Farley fan.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Just wanted you guys.
It's like A to Z.
Where am I? What year is it?
Snapping his British.
What the hell?
Oh, and he's ballsy.
I don't know who used to's are.
Anyway,
another-
that's it for
Let's hear more
Nice.
disagreements. Actually, before we do that,
Yep.
I think we need to direct some. We have guests, and we know this shit, but we should direct some questions.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say, Sven. This is just a compliment.
Okay.
If you guys haven't seen the video Gus and Sven made, what was the title of the peanut butter one?
Oh, it's Hey man, did you eat that? It's called Hey man, did you eat my PB
Wow,
and
it's
J?
like
Okay,
you don't
yeah.
even
Go
know
watch
your
that
own
video.
videos.
We'll link that. Tony, did you hear that? We're gonna link the PB&J video because it's one of my favorite videos of the year.
You
Yeah.
guys.
And also one of my favorite videos of the year is Jakey's new online dating video
Yeah, it's
that will
pretty good.
also be
Yes,
linked.
yes.
It's really good.
So to both of you
It
guys,
is, but-
where do you get your ideas, man?
Yeah.
Literally,
I agree with Eddie though. It's the PB&J one. I watched it
Oh.
like a shit ton.
thanks. I was happy with the way that one ended up panning out when I edited it because I was just sitting in a concert one time and it was boring because I had to go to concerts for my music appreciation class and it was one of those
You were
like
not appreciating.
I was depreciating that music, dude. But it was one of those like 60s like modern music where they're trying to like do experimental shit. Literally, they had like 4 people with wind instruments around the auditorium and they're just going like "Boop, boop." Like that was the whole concert for like an hour and a half.
I hate it.
Anyway, I was just sitting there thinking of like, what is the stupidest idea ever? It's just like me and Gus have PB&Js, and then Gus keeps getting more PB&J on his face, and he keeps denying that he ate my PB&Js. And
Also,
I was
like you for some reason have so many.
yeah, what was I gonna do with all those?
Yeah. Probably eat them.
I couldn't I couldn't stop laughing in that concert, so I was like, fuck, well, now I gotta make a video out of that.
There's a couple
Those are
lines I
best
love so
ideas,
much,
though.
especially where it's like, I forgot the exact line, so forgive me if I'm fucking it up. But it was like I see some PB, and is that J?
Like, what else would go with
You figure it out in the moment.
My favorite is whenever Sven is like, oh, I guess we got a mystery on our hands. You
What-
get really nervous. Ooh.
What do you think, and that this is very similar to the other question, what is the thing that you created in the last year that is your favorite thing that you made?
Oh my god. Oh, that's tough. Slippery soap. That's it.
That was such
Okay,
a fun
We
shoot.
should
That
do that
was-
all around too.
Yes.
But keep talking.
Yeah, slippery soap for me. That was at the very beginning of the year, I want to say, because that was like one of my LA trips out here. That was
It wasn't January because that's when we were all here, and then that was when I was gone, I believe.
It
So
had
when you
to
guys
have
did
been-
Dick Boys.
yeah, it was Dick Boys with William Osmond and Michael
Yeah.
Reeves. Anyway, yeah, it was just that was at least the most fun project I've ever shot, probably because it was just me and Gus like going around LA with a camera. I don't know if you've seen the video, but premise is I'm in the shower and I slip the soap and I don't want to drop it, you know, and I keep chasing it around. So I was just going to different places like in LA with like these real small swim shorts and then like a tank top and my sandals. And then like we get to the spot that we wanted to film and then Gus would be like, okay, go. And he'd like start rolling and I'd kick off all my stuff and I'd pull up my shorts so I could edit the sensor bar in front of my junk and I just like juggle this soap in like a museum or like a store or whatever. It's so much fun to just film that and like have it all come together.
It turned out super good too.
Yeah.
It was
thank
so
you.
fun.
I'm Wolverine Wolverine if he tied shoes.
But it's spelled Wolverine.
We should rattle off then too. So that's Sven's favorite,
mine.
and then quickly, what are our favorites of Sven for the year?
Ooh,
I think the PB and
good.
J is mine.
Honestly, the last two.
The last two, yeah.
The PB and J and the.
You didn't know that?
The you didn't
Oh,
know that.
thank you.
Those.
Yeah.
Both of those I've watched a shit ton.
Thank you. I want to do like the longer sketch based stuff. I was just kind of scared of doing it earlier because like, I thrived on a certain Reddit site called YouTube Haiku where it's like 30-second or less videos, and I didn't want to do like longer videos, so I was scared. But then I just did it, and I love it. So,
But when you're scared, that's a good sign because
Yeah.
it means that you're gonna try really hard.
yeah.
That's good.
Rah!
Yeah.
That's very simple, but
I'm
I
trying
do
really
mean
hard
that.
now.
Yeah,
because
no, I
every
think
time
so.
I've tried something new or changed it, I was terrified, but then it was way better.
Same here, buddy.
And it's ended up like
you.
just betting on yourself like that. I've found like just ends up paying off a lot, especially one of the riskier shits. You know, like I think about like Mitchell Robbins and like Pillow Guy and just some of the dumber, kind of not really based on any like relatable humor shit. And like it usually works because people see that you care about it and people are just fucking around and having fun. So.
yeah, or like
If you're
Potato
having
Chip Boys,
fun,
where it's
other
like-
people.
Yeah,
Yep,
Potato Chip
exactly.
Boys. Yeah, I think my favorite years is probably I really like the PB and J one, and it was fun to film. I like the Hey Man, check this out one,
Those are fun. Yeah, I want to do more of those Hey Man videos.
but I think the Brain one was probably the funniest thing.
Oh, wait, yeah, I
the Brain one was good,
I do not need this. Just how you said that. I do not need this.
I forgot about that one, or I really like the when you walk past the really attractive girl.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that one. Fuck.
That
I
one
still
was-
think the PB and J one though. It just there's something about it that just like it's so funny and like probably just wholesome because it's you two
Yeah.
and it's whole wheat bread.
Oh, brother.
It's a DVD extra.
All right, Eddie, what do you think was your favorite thing that you made? And then we'll go around for you.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting
hold
me
the
next.
talking lace.
Get these fucking poser laces off. That's the
Yeah.
talking lace.
The Chinese talking lace. It's got some
Let's keep
culture
that.
to it.
You have to talk in Chinese.
I think I think the runner-up is the late night video, but I think the Stranger Danger video was like I think the certain guy from last year, that one like changes the course to my channel, but I think the Stranger Danger thing I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing now. That was fully like set on the course of like I know what I want to kind of do. I want to know, or I know how I want to edit it, and I know how hard I want to try now. So I think that's my favorite of the year. So there's a talking lace.
That's a good one. My favorite of yours, and I think it hits so many. Oh, sorry.
Sorry to bang the table.
Speak
That's
my
really
truth.
annoying.
Speak my truth with the Chinese talking lace. I think my favorite of yours is the late night video because
It looks so polished.
it's polished, and I also enjoy that like just field of entertainment, and I'm already interested in it. And I found like when I was watching it, I forgot it was like, oh, that's my friend Eddie. I was just like, oh, what else is he gonna say? That's
Oh,
cool.
That's like the best compliment. Thank
I
you,
like
dude.
that.
I appreciate that.
So that was a banger.
You already know that's my favorite.
Yeah,
I've told
yeah.
you a lot that for so many reasons it's just like it's his best video.
yeah. I mean,
Thank you.
I feel like all
That-
of our.
Sorry.
You do that fucking shit again. You do that shit again.
I feel like all of our answers are going to be similar to each other because we have such similar tastes in like media and like comedy and stuff. But either that one or like all the old like 80s or like employee training videos and stuff. I know you did a couple for your channel, didn't you? Of the
We just
employee
did we
training?
did the Blockbuster one, and then I did the Jack in the Box
So
one.
you mean
later.
like Dare Stranger Danger?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
older video stuff commentary. I like those a lot.
Thanks, man. I think those where I get to be it sounds weird, but like I get to put the most comedy into those ones.
Yeah, because it's
And-
like so outdated.
That's my shit, man.
Jakey's turn.
Go.
Chinese
Jakey.
talking lace.
I would
Jakey.
say. I would say. 1, 2. My favorite thing of how it turned out is the online dating video. I think that it's one of my best videos. I think that it's very funny, and I got to watch my whole family watch it over Christmas. And for once, when someone else was watching my thing, I wasn't embarrassed. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, they didn't even see the good part yet, and they loved it. So that was awesome. But as a process of making it, going to New York and filming the Not Dead Yet music video.
Ooh, I forgot that was this year.
Yeah, the song itself, I feel conflicted about. I think it could be better. I think the mix could be better. I think that the video could be better, and also like the end product of it what I was trying was clearly to like spoof the like Goths Under a Bridge dancing type beat, but because it was so cinematic, which was awesome, and it just came out of nowhere, and it was just goth, and it was like a lot of people's first introduction to my music, it was pretty frustrating to read a shit ton of comments and on Reddit of just being like, this is cringe, what is this, he changed, blah blah blah. And it's like, clearly this isn't me. But also I kind of love that, because then it's like it had the intended effect in a way. But the experience of doing that, of just going around with Fritz, shout out Fritz, and like he introduced me to a lot of his friends on that trip, which are now like really good friends of mine. And then just like raving in public was like a big thing. Like we went to Washington Square Park, and it was just like packed with people, and Fritz was like, all right, turn on your speaker and just like start doing it. And I was like, oh fuck. So it was like a stage fright thing, but then by the end of the day I didn't even give a shit, and I was doing it everywhere. And so that, as an experience, that's like a fond memory. But as a final product, it would be online dating or illegally downloading music, because I really like that video too.
That's a good one.
That's mine.
I just really quick off the music video shoot, what was it like, kind of, because you had a bunch of like, you just put it out there publicly, like, you want to be in a music video, come here, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. That was amazing.
What was that whole experience like?
That was super nice. And what's weird is that I, like, the only other time I had a meetup before that, I was way smaller, and I was in New York, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be at this barcade, show up if you want. And my phone actually died when I was on the way getting there, and that whole day was an experience. But when I got there, like 3-4 people showed up, and I'm like still friends with some of them, as in like I'm friends with all of them, but keeping in touch. So that was really cool. So then doing this one, after I put the word out, I never once even actually thought about how many people could turn up. And my ass being my ass, I showed up a little late with Fritz, because we were like, oh, it's close, we can walk. And as we're on the way there, not even at the spot, but people on the way there see me, and they're like, hey, where you been? We're all waiting for you. And I come around the corner, and it's just a shit ton of people, and it was like really flattering. But I'm proud of myself that instantly like crowd control me kicked in, and I was like, oh hey guys, blah blah blah, like entertaining them. Fritz was setting shit up, I was just talking to people and stuff, and people were super super nice. And everyone, like, there wasn't a single person that was like, oh, I think I should do this, I think I should do this, blah blah blah. Like everyone did exactly what we told them to. Cool. And Fritz, even, he made a point afterwards, he was like, dude, because he shoots like commercial photography and video for like ad campaigns and shit. Like he's shot stuff for like Chipotle and stuff. I don't know, he's done a lot of shit like that. And he was like, dude, that was easily like the easiest shoot I've ever had. Like everyone was so nice, and it was, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we've spoken before. It seems like every time the boys go all around and just interact with people, even individually or as groups, people are just so respectful and chill and stuff, and like really helpful and awesome. So thanks again, you guys. That's fucking awesome.
Seriously, like everyone that came, it was like, also, it was hilarious how many people specifically brought a video game for me to sign, and that it was Bloodborne.
Really?
Like, so many of you brought
awesome.
Bloodborne. And I wasn't upset about it, but it was like, also, it was just awesome. There wasn't like a bad experience. Not even just saying that of like, oh, I love all my fans, don't hate me, but really, there like wasn't a single person that I was like, PBG. You know, suicide stuff.
Would you?
What are you looking for? Like any of you?
Just anything. I'm looking for anything, man.
Sorry, mine was way longer winded, but
well, I wanted to know about that. We haven't asked you about that in a while. Would you do that again? Like just have people show up for that, or I suppose it needs to make sense with the project. Though.
Yeah, no. The next tunes that I'm working on. Yeah. I have a lot of different music video ideas, but this was a huge learning process of like what we need to do, what we're capable of, because I definitely want to make shit with Fritz again and rent like a red camera again, but we want to get way more like cinematic with it instead of it just being, oh look, he's dancing in public. Like I get the concept, whatever, it's like cool. We want to do like actual like, oh me, and it's hard. Well, yeah,
you still have that? Do you still want to? I'm not gonna mention it. That idea, the one from before, like warehouse one. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's all we're gonna say. We'll talk about it later.
Code name, Kids Next Door.
Code name. What was the British name for Ed and Eddy?
It was
Reginald and Reggie.
Because I was
Sven had that.
What? Because I was doing like the but I was doing British like oh no.
I want to see that so bad.
We gotta say the rest of our video opinions from you, jackass.
Oh, titty sucks.
I would agree of the close tie between illegally downloaded and online dating. But the thing is, I also fucking loved the horror video. I think that one was like...
And Disney Channel was at the beginning of this year. I forgot about that.
Disney Channel was great too. The horror one was like like the Red Dead one, like super analytical and good and also funny. But I think online dating one at the most was like your funniest video, where it's like, oh, this most recent one is like peak Jacob, and that's me, and that's all.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I mean, okay, your Flash Games one, that was last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of my favorite of all time, but. Yeah, I gotta agree with like Eddie. I think actually illegally downloading music is my favorite from you for this year. I just liked it so much. And
that's one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, it wasn't even like I was just a little bit too young to understand all that, but like Gus was doing all the LimeWire shit and stuff like that too. So I know.
I'd have Joe Dumas go and download me. He'd rip me CDs and stuff, and they'd all be in MP4 format on the CD, so I could only listen to them in like computers or specially formatted CD players and stuff.
Yeah, some of the car stereos that like specifically say we support.
Yeah, like MP3.
We support this and gay marriage. Yeah. They support a lot of
Wow,
thank you.
Thanks, Ford.
Wow.
Thanks, Pontiac's on fire.
Just that one car supports it.
Wow.
Well, can you imagine if it's like the Hyundai Elantra specifically was like, we do not support gay marriage?
God, I really disagree with that, but the mileage on this thing.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the online dating one. That's a great one, too. But I also forget about how lengthy this year was in terms of topics. You guys didn't fuck up my Chinese talking lace.
I'm just trying to finger you.
Oh, that's fair. It does look kind of vulvic, doesn't it?
Looks a little vulvy.
Wait, here, let me put this through so that pokes out the tip there.
Don't break that.
There you go. Anyway, I like the online dating one's good. But yeah, it's a toss up between that one and the illegally downloading music one. But then I forgot, like, oh shit, I like the horror ones because I like grew up watching that shit. And
I forgot I made that or the esports video.
Yeah, or
I don't know why, but
right.
I was just in such a clouded place that I forget they even exist.
like, and then no one even chose the juggernaut that is the Red Dead video. I mean, it's
That was
year
last
before.
year.
That was 2 years ago.
No,
No, it was
2018.
Christmas last year.
Oh my god, that's
It
nuts.
was right before Christmas.
Because Red Dead came out in October of 2018.
Fuck, has it been that
Time is
long?
going
Yeah, remember? Because we went to I can say their names right. Hunter and Jocelyn's party. And
Yeah.
that was in the January trip, and
Yeah.
everyone was sucking this guy off
Yeah.
over that video.
The video was. It was hard. The illegally downloading music video, I think I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I love how that video turned out. But that was originally like 3 times as long, and it covered illegally downloading movies and games. And I know there'll probably be some people that are like, "We'll release the footage," but it just, I don't know if I just lost steam while recording it, but it just wasn't good.
Also,
but,
it's a long video. Like
but
it
it's-
would be
and
like
I
a
like
40-minute
my shorter content where it's like well paced and I stress over every single edit. But it just turned out that even with just music, I took bits from all over it, and like there was a lot of editing fuckery. So I think that's why my instinct is like not the fondest memory, but as it, yeah. But
I can see
anyways,
that.
thank you.
That's a good one.
Is what I'm trying to say. Thanks.
Whatever, guys, we're
but really
fucking
though, from all of you. From all of us to you, happy holidays.
We're not done yet.
There you go.
We just right before Gus gets to his, just end the podcast.
Also, before we dip too, like check out the boys on their platforms. Obviously, NakeyJakey's YouTube channel, Sven Johnson's YouTube channel. Jakey's also got a fucking banging set of tunes on Spotify or wherever you choose.
You're gonna say bang instead of tits. I really.
I got
Check
some
out-
flappy knockers as well.
Check out
Can't-
Jakey's OnlyFans.
Flappy Knockers sounds like the name of a speakeasy.
That sounds like a British sitcom.
Flappy knockers.
That's what comes
Or
on
like a
before.
soap opera.
Reggie Reginald and Reggie.
Last week on Flappy Knockers.
Previously on Flappy knockers. Daniel, get over here.
Every
And then as they
episode
walked-
is That sounds like the coconuts and Monty Python. Anyway, I got the Chinese talking lace. Before I say mine, I wanted to say too, I didn't want to interrupt Jakey's thing, but I'm also planning on doing kind of like a crowd video sometime in the next month or two. Check out my Twitter. I just need a crowd for a meme I want to do, but I'll post the details on Twitter. I'll just do it in Los Angeles. And I got a bunch of shirts from the tour that we spilled gas on that I don't want to sell to people. So I washed them all, I folded them, and I will give you a shirt if you show
At
up.
first,
So-
I didn't know if you were going to preface that you washed them. It's just like, come get a gassy shirt.
Bring your car.
Squeeze it into your
out.
Hyundai.
Anyway, so that's that. For the thing that I feel the best about making this last year, besides the podcast, of course, is probably Imbiamba Jones. Honestly,
Was
That's
that
my
whole
answer. That was
series
my
born
answer,
this
yeah.
year?
That was yes. When did we make the first
one or two?
one?
One or two.
I don't know.
You
Honestly,
guys-
I like both of them equally.
I do too.
I think you made one in LA, right?
Yeah.
When during that trip you were talking about where you made the soap
Okay.
one, because I wasn't here,
That's right.
so it would have
Gus
to be that.
we have
uploads
3
way
now?
more than any of us, which is why I have to like look to remember
Yeah.
because you've had some bangers this year.
Selfishly, oh wait, no, you're still saying yours.
Yeah,
and
I got
fun
the
you had.
power
I
of
forgot.
Soleil.
Bad
Yeah.
at interrupting.
Yeah, I just again that I lump that in with like the Mitchell Robbinses, the Pillow Guys, the honestly a lot of the character shit where on paper. I mean, it is stupid at the end of the day, but on paper, it's just like this isn't an idea, and it's so fucking dumb. But I think half of it literally is Sven's contribution to just the ability to quickly think of things to just coax this like man child off of the edge all the time.
No, it's anything with you too.
Yeah, I like filming those.
Or Thor, because I just remembered the
God
Adam,
videos,
that's
Adam
right.
and Eve
That's
talk to
right.
God. I just
yeah.
saw that one and I was
That-
like, "Fuck, that might be mine." Thor is so good.
No
at it,
joke.
dude.
Yeah.
The Adam and Eve Talk to God is my favorite video on your channel completely.
I like
just
that
it's
one.
Yeah,
so
thank
it's
you.
so funny from all three of you, and especially just. Dude, the fact that Thor came out swinging like that, and it's like there's so many fucking
So
lines that
good.
Thor says,
Yeah.
and then even just throwing apples at your mom is so fucking. Like,
God, kill my mom.
Kill my mom.
Dude, but Godless Country, because that's the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one, right? The second of the God's Country series, I think the second one, like they're all good. But dude,
I
look
forgot
at
we
your
did the Chris
videos.
Hansen
You
shit
had a
this
big
year.
Yeah.
year.
This
you
was a big
uploaded
year.
so much. Oh my god.
This was
and
a
there's
big
like a
year,
lot
yeah.
of bangers on here too. Then a bunch of dumpy dog shit.
Was the Buster Sales was this year too?
Yeah, that was like summer.
And then
Fuck,
the Midwesterners call their dogs. That one was this year too.
Yeah.
Selfishly also Potato Chip Boys, just because the memory is.
Oh,
so
the
good.
sex
fun.
is very bad for you. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that
Man,
was a
I want to
fun
be in
shoot.
more of your videos. That was
Okay,
fun.
we'll whip some up. We'll do
Okay.
it up. But yeah, my choice is Imby, and I think I love stuff that's so wholesome. And again, too, my goal is always to just make people laugh and feel happy. And when it just coincidentally is something that anyone can watch, like Imby is just anyone can watch that shit. And I was just surprised at how much people liked that, because like all of the live show stuff, half of the photo poses, the questions, the fan art, the costumes was all Imby stuff, and I was like, wow. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't do this a lot, and I'm putting shit in the Disney vault, but we already shot the next Imby one. It's for Last Crusade, and I just know it's funny. I'm just telling you right now, I had so much fucking fun.
I can't fucking wait
Yeah.
for it.
It's so fun. And we also shot another God video with Thor when we went home.
Oh, you did? You didn't
Yeah.
say that?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So that's
Dude,
coming
like
out.
my two favorites.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, as of filming this, I'm sitting on the next Imby, the next God one, and a wholesome prank one too, and
What-
I feel good about them.
Was it one of the two ideas we were riffing on, like PlayStation before? Is it one of the two Bible stories we were talking about?
It's not that one because it's winter now, so I wasn't able to do it yet.
Was it?
Fuck, I keep bumping the mic.
What one? No, it's
Okay.
not that one. It's
I didn't catch even a little bit of that.
I'm just gonna tell you, it's the Ten Commandments.
Oh, okay, that's great.
But
Wait,
it's a
with
good
Thor?
one. Yeah, Thor's God up there. Because I was like, what can I do where it's winter and he's on the roof, and I'm like, well, if we're on the top of a mountain, then it's snowy. So I was like, fuck it. But that's my answer. Okay, say good things about me now, Sven.
I'd say, yeah, Adam and Eve.
Yeah, dude.
I
that was
can't
fun.
help but love that video. It's so much fun.
God.
That's we weren't even gonna end it that way. We shot a different ending, but my mom came out, and I edited it with the original ending, and I was like, this isn't as funny as us just like being like, God, kill my mom. That's it.
Yeah.
That's like half the shit we start. There's never an ending.
I'd never plan an ending for like any of my videos.
Yeah.
Or your life.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, that was a good one.
Might as well just hand me that.
Start making horror
while
stories.
Sven's busy doing something else. It's the God one. But then again, there's a couple that are so fun that like it wouldn't be a content favorite, but like both the ones, the Potato Chip Boys and the Hey Dude, do you want to film a video? Especially that we were like when there's just a fucking kid in the back of the frame and this dad and this kid where we were clearly shooting just started playing like right behind us. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, those ones. But then also Imby Emma Jones. Those are like that's my whole
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, that K-Man, you want to film a video one? That died in the algorithm, and most
I
people
love
that
that
saw it
video,
said
dude.
really good things about that. So if you didn't see it, go watch that
No,
one.
I rewatched that one a lot.
That one
You guys
did
are both great
way
in it.
better. Thank you. That one did way better. We had a camera battery die?
What?
Oh.
Is that what that
Oh,
means?
well, we wrapped this beezy up then.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna say that one killed in the theater compared to Potato Chip Boys.
Yeah.
And then online did not do the same effect.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
which
was
camera
it that
died?
camera that died?
I don't know.
We got, here,
Not that it
Sven,
matters.
can you just look at that one and see if it's on? Just so which one to look at when we're closed out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus. Sorry, Tony.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
Check the other one.
All right, guys, lean into frame. Normally we try and do an abrupt one, but the camera kind of died. So as the what's up, Jake?
Oh no, I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Well, you got this. You got the rope. What are you saying?
Oh,
It's the
that was,
lace.
dude. I'm so checked out. I did blatantly just, and you were in the middle.
You
I'm
just-
like,
you
not
just added it in,
not
oh.
doing a bit. I'm sorry. I don't know what.
You're good.
I was zoning out.
So the first podcast of the decade. This is gonna be a good decade for all these boys. Maybe one of us will die this decade, and that'll be a real tragic.
Hopes is that it's me.
Let's hope it's Jakey.
This is our album art right here.
Did it do it?
Did it take the?
Take it.
Hello?
Take it.
Tony,
Yeah.
get in on that.
Or anybody watching, screenshot your
Wait.
phone or your computer.
Tony should get in frame.
I don't know if you guys can see. Tony's fully naked behind the camera dancing right now.